Okay, so this the idea is that okay, in this formula here, the left hand side is independent of rho. I mean that's basically the idea is that the left hand side is an independent of rho. So it's reasonable to hope that we can let rho to tend to infinity in the right hand side. That's the right hand side. And hope to get something. Okay. We hope to cancel things. Now, so let's start with the integral term. Okay, so these terms, let's call them A plus B plus C. So let's start with the term C. In the term C, we have this line here. We would like to get something positive. Observe that by the residue theorem, if I consider the integral of, let me see how we call it, the integral for W is equal to rho of the W over W minus Z to the power H plus 2, which is this one, H plus 2. One over pi. Okay, that's equal to 0. So, and that's and this is like 1 over 5 of rho dt over rho that power H plus 2, which is what we have here. So the term C is equal to H plus 1 factorial over 5 integral minus by 5, and I can subtract a constant, so the logarithm of so let's say the modulus is the modulus of f rho I. And here I can subtract a constant, well, my constant, of course, is the maximum modulus of f rho is times that rho so this is the next equal to rho. And this is less or equal, then okay, we have some constant, which is 1. We don't care about it. But let me do the calculation. Okay, now The problem is estimating this denominator, but in this case, we let mod z less or equal than rho over 2. Okay, so z over there, so that this is at least the modulus rho over 2. So we get to the power h plus 2, we get 2 over rho to the power h plus 1, then we get a rho over plus 2, sorry. Then we get a rho up here, and then we get the logarithm of m s rho over s rho.
So the exponent is h plus 2.
The exponent, yeah, is h plus 2. This one. And this quantity is positive. Right? Yes. And okay. But now we can use the mean value. Let me write it slightly different here. Minus
this this rho next to the exponent is done downstairs. It's a multiplication by coming from the numerator.
this one.
Yes.
It's this one.
Yeah, it's not in the exponent. This downstairs.
Yeah, it's not in the exponent. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah. And okay. Now we use the fact that okay, the logarithm of x is not really harmonic in this digits, but we still have that when I consider the integral of the logarithm of x equal to t, so dt, that's greater or equal than the log of f0. For instance, by Jensen's formula. Because all of these terms are positive, so you have that this is that minus positive quantity there. Jensen or by harmonicity. Third, so the thing I wrote over there is less or equal here. Then some constant, let me write the constant, and then I get over rho to the power h plus 1 times and here I get the constant and f of rho minus logarithm, sorry. Logarithm and rho, which is equal minus the complement. Now we can detect, the growth, the function, because that's okay. Okay, that's for equal for if rho is large of okay, that's for the thing, which is the one, and here we get rho to the power order of f plus epsilon, where plus a constant, another constant, and that goes to 0 as rho goes to infinity, because if I choose epsilon, so that if I choose epsilon, so that the order of f plus epsilon is less than rho than a1, which I can always do because h is the integer value factor. Okay, and so that's so the term, the integral term here vanishes as this integral term here vanishes, and now we deal with term b. We show that that vanishes as well. So basically, the term c goes to 0 as the rho goes to 0. Okay, there is an unfortunate coincidence of names constants. What is term b? Term b is that one. So the modulus term b. That's less or equal than. Still, if I consider mod z less or equal than rho over 2, so each of these guys is less or equal than sum for all possible i's, and then here I get well rho to be equal to 1, the numerator, and here the denominator I get rho square minus rho square over 2 to the power plus 1. But this is like a constant where there is this 2 to some power, blah, blah, blah. There is sum for ai less or equal to rho of 1 over rho in the h1, which is again less or equal, actually equal to the number of zeros times that. But for the number of zeros, we have an estimation, which I forgot already. And the estimation was that this number was less or equal than a constant times rho to the order of f plus epsilon. And that goes to 0 as rho goes to t. So we are left with C, right? So what we've shown since this goes to 0 and this goes to 0, well, this has to converge to that as rho goes to infinity. So in the end, we have shown that the H derivative that equal to minus H factorial and sum over all possible zeros of 1 over I minus Z in power H 1. But now, remember that we had that this quantity here is also equal. This was a kind of our preliminary thing. This quantity here is also equal to H derivatives of prime over 2 plus H plus 1 derivative of that. That's where we are at this moment, and we are pretty much finished. Because okay, so let's stop for a moment and go back to the definition of this canonical problem. So remember that the canonical product in the product of Z over AI, and that E of Z is 1 minus Z and the exponential H. So okay. When we do E prime over E, let me copy, so I will not I need to copy. Okay, it's minus the exponential term plus 1 minus Z, the exponential term times the derivative, which is 1 plus Z plus blah blah that minus 1 over 1 minus Z and the exponential term, so all the exponentials go away, and the best way to write it is to write it 1 plus Z plus blah blah, that's Z to the H minus 1 minus 1 over 1 minus Z, and that's okay. So this is that. So the H derivative of the prime of Z over D of Z does not see this one, but only sees this one. So I check that there is a sign. So it's minus h factorial over 1 minus z in the h plus 1. Right. So then when I consider the derivative of f prime, the h derivative of prime, sorry, prime, of z over the value. It's a logarithmic derivative, so this is like the sum of the h derivatives of e of z over ai prime z over ai. And this is like okay, I have this ai which appears h times, so that is ai to the power minus h times that minus order over 1 minus that over ai to the power 1.
But there's still the summation.
Summation, yes. I think I was short of 1 factor ai.
Nice. The first time we did.
Oh, yeah. Because here it's not e prime there. It is I have to take the derivative with respect to z length, which gives me the next thing. So I get another ai over there. Right, which is exactly what we have there. It is minus h factorial sum over I of 1 over ai minus z of 1. Right? That's pretty much the end of it. Because so this is equal to the same thing. That. And that implies that Q is equal to 1. So G is a polynomial with related to 8. So this is the end of this theorem. Let me tell you that there was something that I left behind the other time. That's fine. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't write it in any order. It's split in several pages, in several lines, with no names. Okay. So basically, okay, something we have left.
Sorry, what is the star? You're written upstairs that the H.
Is at the same term. I mean, what we showed that if quantity here is the same as this quantity.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
the quantity is equal to itself plus something, so that something has to be zero.
Has to be there. Okay, thank you.
But wait. Okay. Well, you know, as a byproduct, we have this formula which might be used for an entire function of finite of order greater or equal than of order between h and h plus 1, of order less than h plus 1. We have the logarithmic derivative has h derivative, which is this one, which is kind of nice for any interfunction. Okay, now something I had left with this one was to show that the corollary, if G is entire, I don't think you need entire. Well, no, to write this, you need. If G is entire and if G of Z less or equal than constant times mod of Z, the real part, sorry, the real part of that is less or equal to mod of Z to some power, then G is a polynomial. I mean, of course, that's real. And that's a corollary of this lemma.
That's the real part of the option.
Because when you take the modulus of the exponential, you get the real part. Yeah, the real part. Okay, and this is the corollary. This lemma of this, and some people put also some other thing. Correct. Which is this one, that if you have a function defined say holomorphic on the closed communities then and you give any number between this and that, then you have the estimate. And actually, this is like a version of Schwarz-Zener. You get that the maximum modulus of f, or the maximum, not modulus, the maximum, maximum modulus of f, it is less or equal than 2 little r over little r minus r times n of the real part of f r, no, capital R, plus something. over R times R. Breaking Poisson. Breaking. In estimates of harmonic function. That one, and here okay, well, this one, it is the maximum of the real part of F. As much as F. So we don't take the absolute value. So how to prove it?
So when we consider the maximum of the real part, we consider the value of the real part, not the modulus.
Yeah,
Whereas in the left-hand side, we consider the maximum modulus of F, I think.
yeah. Here there is the modulus as usual, and here there is no modulus. Okay, and basically we use Schwartz lemma. So let me. So suppose that F0 is equal to 0. What is the feature? And suppose that A is the maximum of is the M real part of the set over R. So that means that my map F maps to 0 to, well, of course this is positive by the middle property, unless it's a constant to 0. So it's so it means that F maps is somewhere here. And
Why?
the other side,
No.
somewhere here. On the real part, that's sorry.
But it should contain 0. Okay.
Yeah, it contains 0. We are here. Yeah, I thought it was in the wrong side. So now we make, okay, using the elementary conformal maps. So that's W. That and to W you want to associate say W minus A. W minus A because I want to be in the left minus A over W plus A, W minus A minus A. Times R, which is R W over W minus A. Okay, we do the calculations, and you see that this map maps this right plane to this of radius R. And the origin is taken to the origin. So the origin here is taken to the origin, and by this map, the origin. That's clear, right? So when I do W minus A, I'm taking the plane, the half plane here with the imaginary part. And if I do an imaginary number plus a over an imaginary number minus a, I have the complex number over the conjugate. So I am in the unit circle where it's r, and then on the circle where it's r. It's much easier to do the calculation than to listen to someone talking about. Right. And then I can use a Schwarzer. So, basically, that says so that means that the method of vector r f of vector over f of z a maps with this one itself and that 0 on itself. So the modulus of g of z that's very well very sharp. But I was thinking that, yeah, after all of the discussion about the big matrices, that maybe one can get I do the same thing in front end, I get more geometric, taking 3 points instead of. Anyhow, right, which is like r second over a. But this implies that r f of z this implies that r f of z is just equal to max z times f a. And then I want to put some, well, maybe I put directly r, and that's a less equal than r z block into r modulus of z, and then I collect and what I get is that r and modulus of z r. So we get an estimate of the modulus by the real part. So what we get is that okay, this one MRX MF R is the equal than 2 to the R over R times R times A, but what is A, and this is legal R, sorry, and here A is M of legal R. When I have 0 equal to 0, which is what we want to get. And then if f of 0 is different than 0, you run the same thing with the So zero equal to zero, then f of zero, f of z minus f of zero, that's the equal then z minus f of zero, and here I can play the same game as I played before. So that's less or equal, less than or equal to the 2r over r and r, right? Times the maximum for, and this is for r, for mod z equal to the big one, capital R, of the real part of that minus zero. Okay, which is, I can bound this by the absolute value, so I get that multiple of that is also equal to R minus R of M of the real part of F, and the big circle minus equal to zero, do minus. Yes. Yeah, plus equal to zero times where was that?
Yeah, I think it should be.
Right, the times one, because it was here, plus R over. Now, with this lemma, to get the quadrant, okay, so the lemma is proven, and to get the corollary, we apply it to the function. Okay, so for R, so for R round now, we have that M, what we are calling here, Mg of R is okay. I have the real part. Okay, when I consider M of the real part of G, R, that's the answer equal then R in draw some power. And so using this estimate, I have that M of G little r, where little r is between 0 and vector r, if that's equal, then what was the two R's over R minus in the R, times the real part, stored here in the model and R to be rho, plus modulus of G of 0, whatever it is, times whatever is left over there. Well, now I take like little r equal to r over 2, so that becomes 3. R over 2, R over 2, R over rho, plus 3. This size, well, it is like, so we have the modulus, but if the modulus translate power, well, it has to be a polynomial, because then you have a G of Z over some power.
Sorry, the last equality, I don't get it. What happened? Replace big R with small r and y, but smaller r is r divided by 2.
Yes, should be.
You're right. In fact, it was strange to get a better response. Yes. The constant, it grows like that.
Yeah, I agree, but it was just
No, you're right, yeah, it's not that things get better, that what. But, right, so if I consider the function that goes to 0, that goes to infinity, it means that when I consider the function G1 over W over 1 over W to the n, this is holomorphic, so it will be something like, of course, the first term is 0, but it is a holomorphic in a neighborhood of 0, so it's like which means that V of Z has to be equal to blah, 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 so has to be a polynomial plus some term, a n, and here I get over Z, a and n. But all of these terms, they have to vanish because the function is holomorphic. Neighborhood of 0. Right? Anyhow, it's from this estimate to that, from this estimate, you get that this is 2, and from if this is 2 and G is entire. Okay. Let me just tell you, okay, this ends to proof. At some point, we will see, maybe after doing some different stuff, we will see, we will go back to Shannon interpolation theorem, and we will see that really it is a theorem concerning a Hilbert space of functions, of entire function of order 1. So it is not only a theorem in signal process, but it is also a theorem in complex analysis. Let me just tell you, there was a question yesterday. So it was if I can get the order, because we get the order of F. This is equal when the genus of F plus 1. The problem is that we can get to this plus 1. And actually, this is kind of a record frequent. So consider, so suppose an are positive number, an goes to infinity, sum over 1 over an is less than infinity, which means that this product converges. So this is our function converges, and it has a genus here. Right. And now, typically, the order of such function is bigger than 0 here. The order of f one, okay, just because we have the estimate. Okay, we have not only we have this h, but we also have this estimate gamma x. If x is say less or equal to 1. So if you do this, requirement, then you have that. And so what we do is that when we consider the modulus of f of r, but it's clear that this is maximized when z is possible. So the modulus of f of r, which is equal to the product, so the logarithm. Okay. When you do the logarithm of that, then let's get the sum logarithm 1 plus r over n. That's greater or equal than sum of positive constant times times the sum of 1 over n, provided no, there's something. That's true provided that r over n is This is a mistake. So maybe I'll answer next. Because to do this, I need to take sum over n, so that a n is greater or equal than r. Of 1 over.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I guess I have to play with 1 epsilon here.
Yeah.
I have to play with the power 1 epsilon here. And
One should get something, yeah.
It requires something in the tail, I guess, to not kill fast. You can choose a n, so that the case
yeah, I have to choose there the cake, yeah.
slower than the.
Okay, I correct this one. When I finish writing the note, okay. So you guys, we have to clear the room.
Thank you, Nicola.
So,
Ciao.
Ciao Nicola, grazie.
Ciao.
Nicola, you will provide notes, isn't it? Because today,
I have to write in a better way, just 2 or 3 pages, then we can talk on the web page.
perfect. Thank you very much.
So, Cinzia, ciao Davide.
Ciao.